Hello, all. Good evening. Today is the last session of the phase one. Okay, we have a plan for 5 phases, at least minimum. So this is like from last 20 sessions. We are learning fundamentals and like core concepts of JavaScript. Okay, today we are going to learn. We are going to practice some classes and there are few data types which we didn't discuss, so we can cover those things, and I will give some small roadmap for what we are going to learn in coming days. Okay, before jumping into the topic, let's take the confirmation from everyone. Are you ready, team?
Yes, sir.
Everyone,
Yes, sir.
how's the Josh?
Hi, sir.
Hi, sir.
Only two people. Everyone should say, how's the Josh? Because
Yes,
it's
yes.
on weekend. Sorry for conducting on the weekend, but yeah, we have missed one session in the last week. That's why we should cover. Okay, fine. Let's jump into the topic. So let me create everything. So so far we have learned like almost all kind of data types. Like suppose let first name equal to. So here we can store information as a string format, and suppose age. We can store the information in a number format, and we know like let is logged in or something. So we know how to deal with booleans, right? And we understand that if you don't mention any value, suppose some triple x, whatever it is, so the by default the value of triple x will be a undefined. Okay, so this is a string, this is a number, this is a boolean, this is undefined, and the data type of undefined is also undefined. Okay, that's, I hope everyone understood up to this point. Okay, these are the major primitive data types, right? Major primitive data types. Data types. Okay, there are other two primitive data types are there. That is, okay, big int. Okay, let me write on here. What is that? Big
BigInt
int. Another one is symbol.
symbol.
Big
Yes.
int and symbol. Okay, already we are dealing with a number. That's an integer or float, because in JavaScript you can store integers and floats into a variable. Okay, there is no problem. So big int means, okay, I hope some of you at least have a good knowledge in C language, right? So just tell me, suppose if I do a is equal to 10, that is fine. What is the maximum capacity of an integer in C language? Do aware of that? How, how much memory it will allocate for integer in C language? Anyone knows that? C language law, int a is equal to whatever it is. If you use integer, if you declare a variable with the help of integer, okay, what is the capacity of that memory that it will
Two
allocate? Two.
bytes.
Yeah, very good. 2 bytes. Okay, 2 bytes means how many bits?
16 bits.
Okay. Okay, that means what is the maximum number and minimum number? Okay, maximum number we can store in integer. Okay, okay. Just general question. How many of you know aware of these things? Do you know how many of you learned C language, C or C plus plus, Java, whatever it is, any other server-side programming language? I'm asking C, C plus plus definitely, because if you have learned C, C plus plus, Java, or any C sharp .NET, definitely you should be aware of the size of data type. Okay, maybe no one, no one learned C language. Shivrasad said no. So at least who was studying graduation, BTech. No one, no one knows about this memory allocation. Okay, normally when it comes to the JavaScript, actually we don't take it too much serious. That's why I'm not going to cover. Like I didn't discuss about that. Okay, Shobharani, at least you have learned. Okay, that's fine. So if you see, I will just explain in general. Okay, suppose computer understand computer. Okay, how we can store the information in a computer? It will just with the uh, one or zero, right?
Yes.
Okay. Suppose the number five is there. Number five is there. Okay. How computer will just store the information of five? Can anyone tell me?
Binary ones and zeros.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah. What is the binary number for five?
0 1.
101.
101
0.
101. Yeah. Tell me what is the binary number for six?
110.
1
10.
0. Okay. How you're able to explain this one? Any
2
formula?
powers. First
8421.
2 power 16, sir. Maximum int value, I guess. 2 power 16 minus 1.
Okay. Okay, fine. Suppose if you see the number 5 is there, okay, how you will get a binary number of equivalent binary number for 5? Anyone remember?
Yes, sir. 2, 2, 2
Okay.
divides 2, and the LCM remainder is 1. We need to take that
2 to the
4.
4. What's the
1.
remainder?
1.
1, sir.
1.
Good. Sometimes I used to forget, that's why I'm asking. Okay, here again
2. 2 ones.
2, 1 to
Ones.
the 2,
2.
remainder?
0.
0.
Yeah, fantastic.
From bottom onwards, we need to.
Bottom
From
2.
bottom to so what you need to do? 1 0 1. Okay, bottom or something. So here, suppose if you want to get it back from this binary number to normal number, how you will calculate?
From left onwards, to need to multiply 2 power and 2 power the digit.
So if you see 1 is there, okay, what we need to do? So
2 power 0 into 1.
good, good. 2 power 0. This is the 0th position, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not able to give a highest this square root or something. This is 2 power 0. This is 2 power
2 power
1.
1.
This is 2 power 2.
Or 2.
Okay. 2 power 0. What is the value?
1.
1.
2 power 1.
0.
2 power 1.
2 power 1 is 2 and
2.
multiplied with 0 is 0.
0.
2 power 2 is a 4. Like this is the fourth position. So what you need to do here? 1 into 1, 2 into 0, and 4 into 1. So here it will be 1. Here it will be
0.
0. Here it will be
4.
1 into 4, 4.
Or 4.
So 4 total you can calculate like 4 plus 1 is equal to
5.
5. So computer will convert these numbers into the binary numbers. So for each and every data type, for each and every, okay, first of all, understood everyone this much?
Yes, sir.
Everyone should say.
Yes, sir.
So these are all fundamentals of computer science. So if you have done a CSC or IT or AML, whatever the things, I don't know whether you're learning in engineering college or not, but these are must and should. Okay. I hope everyone understood. So now, whenever you are learning, that's why everyone, like C language is the mother of all the programming languages. Hopefully, every engineering stream, they will introduce C language in the syllabus. Okay, so especially I'm saying like in C language, we have a data types like int and float. So for example, int, someone said 2 bytes. That means how many bits?
16 bits.
16 bits. So it will allocate 16 bits of memory. That means it will give you 16 blocks. Okay, visually I'm saying. So just a minute. We can go with a 3 digit so that we can understand it. Just imagine, suppose if we have a memory allocation for 3 bits. 3 bits means combination of 3 digits. Okay. So what we can do here, either what is the maximum number we can get from these 3 boxes?
111.
7.
111. What is the value?
7. 7.
7 or 8?
7. 7.
Very good.
7
This
only.
is 4,
4, 2, 1.
4, 2, 1. What is the minimum number?
No,
1.
1. 2 power 0. 1. 1.
1.
0, right? So if you go with all zeros, what is the value?
0.
Store
0.
0.
0.
We
0.
can
0.
store
0. Sir.
0 and we can store 0. Very good. So if you store 3 zeros, the value will be 0
0.
and the maximum value will be
7.
that means if you have 3 bits of memory, you can store a minimum value 0, maximum value 7, right? The
Yes.
same way, if you have a 16 bits, so what will be the value? What is the maximum value?
2 power 16 into minus 1.
Yeah, 2 power.
16 into 2 power 16 minus 1.
Yeah, hopefully, yes. 2 power 16
Minus
Minus 1.
minus 1. Because here, if you have a 3 digits, 7 is equal to same formula, right? 2 power
3 minus 1.
3 minus 1.
3
Minus
minus
1.
so that the value will be 8. So if you have a 16 bits, what is the maximum value we can store? What is the 2 power 16? If you have a calculator, just calculate it quickly in mobile or computer.
65 536.
65?
536.
Okay, 536. So you can store maximum from 0 to 65,536. So in C language, we have two things, right? You remember? Signed integer, another one is
Unsigned.
Unsigned.
unsigned integer. So what is the difference between signed integer and unsigned integer?
Think only from positive values. I think unsigned means it consists of negative values. It's from negative.
Yes. Okay. Signed integer means you can store plus or minus values, right? So how you can store plus or, suppose this is okay, 7 is okay. Suppose if I give -5, how it will store?
2's complement, I guess.
Hmm?
2's complement, I guess, sir.
Means I didn't understand. 2's complement means. So 5 means, of course, if you convert 5, that means 101, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Okay, 5. So how we can treat minus or plus? Okay, what it will do now? What it will do? Suppose if you have a 16 bits, suppose imagine just if you have a 16 bits, suppose 3 bits are there. Suppose if you make it a signed integer, so at the time it will use this leftmost thing for recognizing the symbol, either plus or minus. Just tell me, 0 means plus or minus.
Plus.
Even I forgot.
Pause.
Okay, 1
Plus.
means
Minus.
hopefully maybe either I think 0 means false, so it will treat as a negative value if I'm not wrong. Just check in the any Google, like Google or ChatGPT. I forgot. I forgot. I really didn't remember this one. So maybe this is positive, right? Or 0 will be a positive number and 1 will be a negative sign. So it will treat that. So at the time, what will happen? Suppose if you allocate 16 bits of memory, okay, one box will utilize for only for just recognizing the sign of that value, and you have only how many? 15 blocks, right? To store the actual value. అర్థమైందా? ఇప్పుడు ఉన్న 16 బ్లాక్స్ ఉన్నాయనుకోండి, ఈ మైనస్ ఆ ప్లస్ అని స్టోర్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఒక బాక్స్ యూస్ చేస్తుంది. సో ఆ మిగతా బాక్స్ లోనే మనం ఏం చేసుకోవాలి, ఈ 5 అనే వాల్యూని స్టోర్ చేయాలి.
Okay.
Okay, suppose for example, if you have constructed any apartment, okay, suppose if you want to maintain one watchman, what you need to do? What you need to do? For watchman, you need to
We'll
allocate
allocate one
one
room
room,
to
right? One room, right?
watchman.
So that means that is not you can't give for rent, right? So if you are maintaining a watchman, that means one block will be only for watchman. So in the same way, in the memory, suppose integer. Okay, why I'm all telling you this? These are the very, very important things. Integer, of course, it will be 2 bytes. So how many blocks will be there? Total 16 blocks. 2 bytes
blocks.
means how many? 16 bits, because for each and every byte it has 8 bits. So total 16 bits. So if you have a total 16 bits and you are utilizing this for only for
Storing whether it's signed or unsigned.
yeah, very good. Either it is signed or unsigned, you're allocating that. So how many boxes you have remained?
15.
15 boxes. So now just tell me what is the maximum value you can store? 2 power
15
very good. 2 power 15
minus 1.
minus 1. At the same time, you can store negative values also, right? So
Yes, sir.
the range will be minus 2 power
15
2
plus
2 power 15 minus 1. So somewhere, okay? So that is the range of a integer. So you said what is the 2 power 15 now? Just tell me.
32,768.
768. So in C language, suppose if you have just defined int a is equal to 50,000, what will happen? Because the maximum capacity for integer is plus value is 32,768, right? If you just if you have a 2 bytes of memory, suppose if you store 50,000 as your salary in integer, what will happen?
it will throw errors.
Yeah, tell me.
Might be we get
Will not
negative
allow.
value
Huh?
after that.
Memory has been exceeded.
Okay, yeah, right. Come on. Tell me the answers. Yeah.
Might be we'll get the negative number of that integer.
Okay, we are getting some different answers. Okay, tell me, what is the first option? I'm asking in C language, it will throw error. That is the first option, right?
Yes,
what is the second one?
Memory has exceeded.
Okay, it will show an error, right? Memory exceeded. Okay, someone is saying that it will give a negative value, right?
Yes, sir. Not exact value. It will give a random number, which is of size like within the range of integer. Which will give not exact value.
Yeah.
Any random value to give.
Anyone? Any other answers? No? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, I will tell you. So what it will give, it will give a negative value. Okay. What will happen? It's really interesting thing. Suppose I will tell you. Okay, I will show you. Take another session. Just dig into these things. It's very difficult to teach these things in online. If you have a blackboard, it's easy. Draw and erase. Fine. Suppose if you see for random, how many are there? 5 blocks, right?
Yes, sir.
And here we are storing this one for positive or negative, right? Positive or negative. Observe carefully. If you try to store 1, 1, 1, even for a better understanding, the boxes. Okay, this is so 1, 1 is maximum, right?
Yes,
so what is the next number for 1, 1, 1, 1, 1? 1 means it will be 7, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it will be 7. What is the next value?
8.
8. What is the digital number for that?
1110.
One
Triple
triple zero.
zero.
1110. So what it will do? So we don't have an option to store this one, right? We have only 3, right? 3 boxes. So it will store only these 3 things. Then what is the value of 8 now in the memory?
1.
Triple zero.
0.
0, 0,
0.
0.
0.
0.
If you store the next number, what is the next number?
1.
Yeah. So if you
1.
store 8, it will store 8. Computer is storing as a 0. And if you store 9, what will happen?
Minus 1.
Yeah, yeah. So, but here you are giving a symbol, right? 1.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Maybe 1, 1 reflects to minus 1, maybe. Okay. So here 0 means, of course, we don't have a positive or negative value. So now it will give a minus 1. So if you store 10, what will be the output? Minus.
-2.
So it will, okay, that compiler doesn't throw any error. It doesn't say that, hey Raghu, I'm able to store only that maximum 32,768 or something. Okay, no. What it will do? It will store in a, because we have already have an option to store a negative number or a positive number, right? So 1
Yes.
means a negative number. Yes, that's the proof now. So if you store, so it will keep on rotating in that loop. So somewhere it will store a negative value. So for this one, suppose if you store int a is equal to 50,000, so it will store some negative number. Even I don't know what is the negative number. It store a negative number. Okay. Now everyone understand
Yes, sir.
what you understood?
Yes.
Uh,
Memory allocation.
Memory allocation, sir. It is a
Memory allocation. Okay, for each and everything. Int 2 bytes. Float. What is the capacity for float in C language?
4 bytes.
4 bytes. Okay, but if you see, now modern compilers are there. Okay, previously, because at least when I was studying engineering in 2005 to 2009, okay, at the time the compiler, okay, turbo C compilers are there, right?
yes, sir.
So it depends on compiler also. So if it is a 32-bit compiler, at the time we were using 32-bit compiler. So that 32-bit compiler will allocate memory 2 bytes for integer. So now modern compilers, they are running on 64-bit compiler. So even that, it is allocating how many bytes for integer?
4 bytes.
4 words.
4 bytes. Okay, just cross check in the Google, because even I didn't. Just how we can check in C language, size of integer. Okay, if you see integer, he is saying that 2 or 4 bytes, it depends on. So if it is a 32-bit compiler, it will allocate 2 bytes, and if it is a 64-bit compiler, modern compilers are storing 4 bytes of memory. Okay. So in the same way, in JavaScript also, if you start storing a numbers, okay, somewhere we reach the maximum capacity. Okay. After that, if you store some number, again we will get some negative values or some wrong values. So for that JavaScript also introduced what? Big integer. Got it? Everyone understood or not?
Yes, sir.
JavaScript లో కూడా నెంబర్ లో అంటే 2 bytes కాదు, అది ఎంత మెమరీ అన్న తెలియదు, చూద్దాము. సో we can't store n number of big number, okay, n capacity. So there is a limit. So normally when we are doing like 50,000 lakhs crores, we can store in a normal a normal a number in JavaScript. Let's see what is the maximum capacity of integer number in JavaScript. Okay, here just go and check BigInt. BigInt in JavaScript. What is the need of BigInt? Int versus number in JavaScript. So if you go to W3 schools. So if you see, hopefully this is the maximum number. Okay, what is that? 2 power 53 minus 1. Okay, all numbers are stored in a 64-bit floating point format according to the standard. So the maximum capacity for normal number is this one. Okay, if you want to store big number, suppose if you see, you can store this one properly, but it's not possible for us to store the big number. Okay, somewhere it will show the maximum capacity.
What is your strength? I'm a quick learner.
And where it is coming? Ads. Okay, fine. Okay, just find out what is the maximum length, what is the maximum value we can store in number. Okay, so somewhere we can't store um, more than that capacity. So in that case, we can use which one? Big integer.
Begin.
BigInt.
Okay, JavaScript integers are only accurate up to 15 digits. Okay, this is a simple one.
Okay.
So how many digits you can store?
15 digits.
15 digits. So if you try to store more than 15 15 digits number, again we will face the problem in JavaScript as well. So for that, so JavaScript team has introduced another data type that is called the BigInt.
BigInt.
So let's see, we can store and try. Okay, select my number. How many numbers is saying?
15. Sir.
15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I just stored 15 numbers. Let's see console.log.
My name.
Okay, my number. Terminal. So new terminal. So I think it's giving the answer. So let's
16.
store a few more nines. 3 nines I added. I'm not sure what will happen. What is the value we are getting?
1 triple 0
Maybe it is just adding plus 1, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, just calculate. So that means it's a wrong number, right? We are storing all the nines, but we are getting 1 and lost all zeros.
Zeros.
So if I add one more 9, so it is also added one more 0, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's store some 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So in this way, you need to do practice, okay?
So it's not able to read, right?
1 plus
Yeah, it's not able to store that value in a normal number.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And here it is showing some wrong results. So what is saying? I power e plus 21. Even I don't know this kind of mathematics. If anyone is good at mathematics, just tell me, what is this? I don't know. But what is the solution for that?
BigInt using
BigInt.
BigInt.
No? If you want to make BigInt, what do you need to do? Just append the character n at the end.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Done.
Everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes.
These are the most important things. That's why, because if you want to learn JavaScript, just imagine how many days we need to learn, because lots of twists and turns, a lot of things are there. Okay, fine. That is one way that you can just append just a character n, small n, at the end of all the numbers. And other ways, so you can store in a different way, we have my BigInt. So here we have a method called BigInt, a predefined one. In this you can store the string format, or even here you don't need to mention that n.
Okay.
So it will take care of that. So now you can do console.log of my BigInt, right? Uh, let's see. It is also giving wrong number. My begin. Okay, maybe I just given a wrong format. Okay, just 1 minute. Use the big int. It is just adding an n, right? The n. Why it is showing the wrong number here? Numeric literals with absolute values equal to 2 power 53 or greater are too large to be represented accurately as integers. What I need to do? Yeah, do I need to mention it up? I'm not sure.
Inverted commas.
Yeah. So if you see, okay, maybe we need to use the double quotation. So what it is doing? It is just appending n, right?
Yes, sir.
If you forgot, at least you can use this method big int and just do that. Okay, fantastic. Now tell me, how many of you understood, or how many have still have a confusion about this? Yes
సార్
or no?
Understood.
సపోజ్
Yeah, tell me, tell me.
యా సార్ సపోజ్ డేటాలో ఇప్పుడు ఆ వాల్యూ స్టోర్ చేసుకోవాలనుకో సార్, అంటే ఒక టేబుల్లో కానీ ఏదైనా స్టోర్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు
Yeah,
లాస్ట్లో ఎన్ని ఉంటే అంటే ఆ డేటాకి ఏం ప్రాబ్లం అవ్వదు సార్.
yeah, no problem. అంటే అది నేను ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేయలేదు, బట్ hopefully it is not going to be any problem because who are working with the JavaScript, they are aware of that, right? You are just adding n.
ఎస్
So whenever you are doing calculations, you can just try. Check in the Google. Suppose if you want to do addition subtraction with those big numbers, what will happen? Okay, even
ఓకే
I
సార్.
didn't try. Just check. Okay. Okay. So just ping me yes or no, everyone. I need confirmation from everyone. So just remember, these are really, really important. Okay, maybe in interviews, maybe they don't ask what is the maximum capacity of the big int, but sometimes they will check whether do you aware of big int or not. So at the time, we should aware, right? We are learning JavaScript, and we should know everything. Okay. So I will tell you one small story, just get some refreshment. Pankaj is there. Pankaj, I think Pankaj is didn't join today because of Saturday, maybe. Okay, actually, I joined in Peers Institute in Amirpet. Okay, I will tell you one fun incident related to this big integer capacity. Okay, suppose anyway, I think everyone knows Telugu, right? In this group right now,
ఎస్ సార్.
hopefully everyone knows. Who are watching this video, you can skip for 2 minutes if you don't know Telugu. So నేను బీటెక్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఓకే నేను అమీర్పేట్లో పీర్స్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్లో పీర్స్ లెట్ మీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ పీర్స్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్. సో మై టీచర్ ఈజ్ Prakash sir. Okay, so Prakash sir given one question. Okay, so that int a is equal to 500 into 500 divided by 500. Okay, so before joining the training like C#.net, sir just asked us that everyone knows C language properly. We said yeah, yes sir, we have learned C language. So the Prakash sir has given this challenge. So okay, what is the answer for this, everyone? Just tell me what will be the, suppose if I do
500 సార్.
printf, what we need to do here? Percentile,
ఏ
comma.
ఏ సార్.
Yeah. So I'm just talking about if it is a 32-bit compiler. So if it is a 64-bit compiler, just I need to add some more zeros. Okay. So actually Now tell me what is 500 into 500? Just check in the Google.
25,000.
No problem. Calculator. 500 into 500.
25,000.
25,000.
25,000.
Yes.
That means 2,50,000, right? It's not 25,000, right? You agree with me or not?
Yes.
Now, what is the maximum capacity of integer? If it is a 32-bit compile, that is 2 bytes, right?
32,768.
32,000.
So maximum it will store minus 32,768 to plus 32,767, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the capacity. So whenever the compiler is trying to store this 2,50,000, what will happen? It will store some negative number, right? Some negative number. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So and after that, if you divide it by 500, suppose
That,
whatever the negative number is there, if you do divide it, so it will give the answer is minus
Negative
20.
number.
yes, sir.
Okay. So before starting the training, Prakash sir explained this. Okay, he said that hey, by mistake, if you store your salary details in integer, what will happen? Suppose if you got 25, okay, 2,50,000. Suppose if you want to store 1 lakh rupees or 2 lakhs rupees in a integer, okay, then what will happen? You will get a negative balance, right?
Negative error.
Negative balance. So
Yes.
Prakash sir said, don't do this kind of mistakes. Okay. The training has completed C#.NET. It around 2 months, I think. 2 months. Same thing. Just remember this same question. So before I forgot actually. Okay. I understand the concept, but I forgot the calculation behind that. Okay. After 2 months, exactly after 2 months, 2 months. Okay, we joined some project development life cycle training from the same trainer, Prakash sir. Okay. So after 2 months, Prakash sir asked the same question. Okay. Again, he just asked the same question 500 into 500 by 500. And Prakash sir said, if you give a right answer for this thing, I will give a job. Okay. 2 months ముందు సార్ అది ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాడు ఆ క్లాస్లో నేను ఉన్నాను అసలు ప్రాజెక్ట్ డెవలప్మెంట్ లైఫ్ సైకిల్ ఓకే వి జాయిన్ ఐ థింక్ 30 students were joined in project development life cycle. Just tell me how many students are there while I have attended C#.NET training. Just tell me one count in Amirpet.
9,200, sir.
No, around 300 plus students are there in one classroom. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I think still I think if you go to Amirpet you can experience that. Okay?
Yes,
There's a
yes,
big
sir.
hall and because there are some monitors are there like TVs at the time, some small TVs are there. So this is the entrance. So I used to come late. Late means it's very difficult for me to enter in that crowd. So once everyone got the seats, I used to come enter into the classroom, and I used to sit here, the last benches. So I just watch only TV and I just note on all the classroom, okay, things. So it's really fun. Okay, but at least right now you're lucky that you have option to attend the online training, and still you are saying that sir, the rain is there or some other reason is there, that's why I'm not able to attend the session. uh, that we can't do anything. Okay, so it's really difficult because we used to travel from Dilshuk Nagar to Amirpet and we used to attend the sessions. That was more fun. Okay, fine. I lost because Prakash sir has given opportunity. If you give right answer now, I will give a job. Okay, Prakash sir said like that. Okay. Now tell me what is the output for 500 into 500 by 500?
Minus 20 something.
Okay. I'm just asking. Just check in the online compiler, C compiler.
0.
Yeah, you can find it, right? There are many online compilers are there for C language. It's just I'm giving 1 minute maximum. Hopefully, right now it will be a 64-bit compiler. 64-bit, it will give a right answer as a 500. So what you can do, you can go with 50,000 into 50,000 divided by 50,000. So why I'm asking, just experience that thing. Just try with any online compiler of C language. Okay, no problem. You can try it later. Okay, just stop it. Okay, do you need a break? Because since we are talking about 1 hour, do you need a break or shall we continue? Because we just understand only BigInt, right? It took almost 1 hour. What can I understand if you are just silent? Yes or no?
We will continue.
Okay. Just ping me. How many of you are ready to continue, or if you need a break for 5 to 10 minutes, that is okay. Continue, continue, continue. Everyone, okay, we can do one thing because again it will be minimum 40 minutes. So it's better to take a simple 5 minutes break. Okay, so 7 minutes. So right now the time is 7:53. Okay, 7:53. Just please come back by 8 o'clock. Just go and take some water. At least just go for a walk and just come back. Okay. Now 6 minutes. Exactly 8 o'clock. Everyone should be back. Okay?
Sir, minus 35899, sir.
What is the output? Minus
35899.
35899. For what? 500 into 500 or
50,000 into 50,000.
no, 50,000 into 50,000 by 50,100. Okay. So that is a negative value. So that means it is crossing the limit. Okay, fine. Just take a break and come back. Okay, hello team. Came back, or how many of you came back? How many of you left? Okay, just wait for everyone. Just ping. Okay, two people came back. Three, 4, 5. I think many. Okay, fine. Let's start. So another interesting things. Okay, because sometimes if you don't know some fundamentals, yes, we should take more time to explain. Otherwise, it's very difficult, right? Okay, fine. So okay. Let me share the screen again. At least finally we understand big int. Okay, then we can enter into another primitive, that is a symbol. Okay, we can just finish in 2 or 3 minutes. Let's see what is that, because even I didn't use this one so far, but we should learn. I am all symbol data type in JavaScript. So let's see. I'm not sure. Is it going to give any symbol here? Console.log. I think every time it will generate a new symbol we can utilize in our application. So let's see. No, I'm not sure because I didn't try. What happens? And what is the use of this? Because I didn't get a chance to practice this actually. Okay, new symbol. Okay, I think that's a type error. Okay, we should not use it. So I thought it will give a symbol. Uh, really, I didn't check this one. Okay, this is assignment for you because I didn't try. Okay, can you just go and understand what is the symbol and just explain to me? I will learn from you. Okay. So here, so far, maybe it will generate some symbol. I didn't try. So far, just tell me what are the primitives we have learned so far.
String, number,
Good.
boolean,
Everyone should say. Everyone should say.
Singing,
boolean,
Boolean,
undefined,
Good.
BigInt,
Yeah. Begin.
BigInt,
symbol.
Then
symbol,
symbol. Okay, symbol I didn't explain properly. So just assignment for you. So these are the primitive data types. What are the non-primitive data types?
Arrays, objects.
array object,
Arrays,
Objects.
objects, only
Null.
Func- functions.
functions.
Classes.
One is
Null.
okay. So far we understand arrays, we understand objects, we understand a little bit about
Functions.
functions. We have just learned the classes
Class.
also. Just let's enter into the null. Okay, what is null? Okay, just let suppose a is equal to null. Okay, a is equal. Just check console.log of a, and again do console.log of type of a. Tell me what will be the output for this one? Null.
Undefined, sir. First one.
First one is undefined.
Sorry. Null, sir.
Null. Okay, everyone is dull. Just tell me the answers. What is the type of null?
Uh,
Object, sir.
object, sir. Object.
Type is object.
Yes. What is that? It's an object. That means it is a
Object. Or
non-primitive.
primitive.
Okay, then so we have a big confusion between like what is the difference between undefined versus. Now tell me, what do you understand so far?
Sir, for undefined, we cannot like initialize the value
Yeah. Suppose
for
if you
data.
yeah, continue.
For the null, we can initialize the value as a null.
Okay. Yes, that is one thing. Another one is
Undefined is a
uh,
primitive data type. Null is a non-primitive data type.
fantastic. Very good. Very good. So we understand that undefined is primitive,
Primitive,
null is
non-primitive,
Non-predictive.
primitive. What is the data type of undefined?
undefined, sir.
Data type is also itself undefined.
Undefined
What is the data type of null?
object.
Object.
Okay, these are the normal differences.
Yes,
But
sir.
why we need to use undefined? Why we need to use null? That is also important, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So I will tell you with a simple technique. Suppose you declare some variable. Okay, if you have declared some variable. Okay, there's someone trying to join now. Who's this lucky fellow? Nagendra? Pankaj.
Pankaj, little late.
Hey Pankaj,
Hi sir, good evening.
what happened? You joined 1 hour late.
Sir, actually I was traveling somewhere, so I could not able to join the session.
Okay, no problem, no. Anyway, I will just upload the recording. Don't worry.
Okay, I will see the recording. I will see the session on the recording.
Sorry?
I will see the recording, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So if you see, so we are just talking about the undefined and null. Okay, already we have covered what is a big int. So whenever, okay, this is a simple technique that suppose whenever you want to store some details, maybe in future, if you want to store any primitive data, suppose a string or a number or a boolean, okay, or a big int or a symbol, just leave like that. Let b. So maybe later you can store let b is equal to 20. Sorry, b is equal to 20. That means whenever you want to initialize, okay, whenever you want to declare a variable, but you don't know the exact value what you are going to store in future, but you are sure that it will be a primitive, right? If it is a primitive, just use, don't assign anything, make it as a null, make it as an undefined. But you know, right? Suppose let marks are there. So let marks means you are sure that, right? It will be either you can store in the form of arrays, right? Or how many ways you can store information of marks details. Understood what I'm talking? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Arrays and objects, sir.
Object.
You can store in
Arrays
object
or
also.
object, right? Suppose you can
Yes, sir.
store marks like this, like 60 or 70 or 80 or something. Or you can store the mass details in terms of object like Telugu, Hindi, English, Telugu, colon, some 60, something like that. That means mass details, you are sure that maybe in future, if you maybe you are not going to get the details at line number 10, but maybe at line number 120 you are going to store the mass details. But
Yes,
you
sir.
are sure that if you are sure that that will be a non-primitive, if it is not primitive, so what you need to do? Don't leave like empty. So just initialize with a null.
No, no. Okay.
Okay, this is a
Yes, sir.
simple technique. Okay, can anyone tell me why? What is the reason behind that?
Uh, sir, if we don't know, like, if we forgot that the marks is for non-primitive data type, so we might make it as a primitive, like might initialize it for a primitive data type.
Yeah. So because it is not going to throw any error, it is not going to
Yes,
be
sir.
any problem. But if you are sure that any variable that is a primitive category, but if you don't want to just assign any value, so just leave it like this, so it will store undefined. But you are sure that whatever the variable you have declared, in future definitely it will be a non-primitive, so that it's better to just leave as a null, because just remember here, whenever you declare any variable as a primitive, it will store the memory allocation, it will allocate the memory in stack.
Stacks.
Whenever you declare any variable, if it is a non-primitive, it will store in heap memory, right?
Yes, sir.
Even still we didn't discuss those things. So it will store in a stack, it will store in the heap, so it will be easy, right? So I think I didn't get this thing any books or any documentation, but I understand with my experience. Okay, maybe it will be a wrong, like as per proof, but you can remember like this. Okay, there is nothing wrong to remember like this. So follow this pattern. Okay, it will store the information in the stack, it will store the information in the heap, so that here, what is the specialty of the if you store information in stack, and if it is a primitive, how it will deal? It will deal with all by
By
value, right?
yes, sir.
So here non-primitives will deal with
Call by reference.
Reference.
all
Call
by
by
reference.
reference.
So whenever you are copying, so it will copy the reference. Okay, here whenever you are copying, it will exactly copy the value. So these are the difference. That's why whenever you are going to deal with the non-primitive things, if you want to initialize, but if you don't know the what is the value exactly, just go and just initialize with a null. And if you know that you are going to store the primitive details, so if you at particular time, if you don't know the value, so just leave it like undefined. Okay, that's a simple technique. So far now we have covered all the data types. Only symbol okay, we didn't get a clarity, that I will cross check, or even you can cross check. Maybe you can find some good videos somewhere else. Okay, that's all. So now we have completed the basic training. Okay, just we understand primitives and non-primitives, and we understand what are the topics we have covered so far in 20 sessions.
Classes, functions,
Yes.
data types.
Data types means primitives and non-primitives, and then we understand if
If if
if
else,
else,
for loop.
for loop, and I didn't explain while, and I didn't explain switch, but those are simple. Please go and learn these things. Otherwise, anyway, I will explain in coming days. Okay, and then some other techniques we have learned.
Yes, sir.
Just tell me what are the things we have learned.
Global scope, local scope.
Oh, very good. At a little bit, because lots of things we need to discuss about the scope. So at least we understand what is global scope and local scope and
Block scope.
block scope. Good. Just tell
Return
me.
return this.
Okay, we understand what is the importance of return. We understand at least something about this keyword, right?
Undefined, not defined, null.
Yeah, undefined, not defined, done. We already just categorized here.
Data.
Yeah, tell me other few important topics.
Double equals to, triple equals
Good.
to.
Double equal to versus
Triple equals to.
equal to.
This one's a call
Restructuring.
by value and call by reference.
Okay, call by value and call by
Reference.
references. Okay, very good. Other important topics.
Function.
Spread operators.
Very good.
Operator.
Restructuring.
Restructuring.
Very good. Restructuring. Then hopefully this much, right?
Yes, sir.
So we understand primitives, non-primitives. We understand how to declare arrays, how to use objects, how to use functions, how to use classes, at least basics. We understand the difference between the null, undefined, and BigInt, and the call by value, call by reference, some if else and operators, right? operators you have learned at
Yes.
least plus, right?
Plus, minus,
Minus, multiplication, division, and percentile for that,
plus.
and logical and, right?
Yes, sir.
And logical or, and not equal to, right? So far this is just a basic training. So we took 20 sessions. We took 20 sessions. I hope, because now tell me how many of you really understood all these topics, really genuinely. Just ping me in the comment section, because if you don't understand these things, it's very difficult for you to learn coming session. That's why I'm asking. Yes, me right now 11 students are there. Okay, remaining people I can ask at least in the WhatsApp. Then otherwise I will ask one by one. It's good, right? Okay, Shiv Prasad, tell me, understood everything or still you have any confusion?
Sir, understood, sir. But I want to review once again, sir. I'm just going through the videos once again.
Okay, very good.
Practice.
Shobharani,
Understood, sir.
every topic?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
కొన్ని
Tell me,
మిస్
tell me.
అయినా వీడియోస్
కొన్ని
చూస్తున్నాను. కొన్ని సెషన్స్ మిస్ అయినా సార్.
miss అయ్యారా?
ఎస్ సార్, స్టార్టింగ్ లో మాకు ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉండే అప్పుడు మిస్ అయినా సార్.
Okay, fine. What you are studying now?
గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ కంప్లీట్ అయింది సార్.
Okay, BTech complete అయిపోయిందా?
ఎస్ సార్.
Okay, కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్. ఓకే, వెరీ గుడ్. ఓకే, మీరు మిస్ అయిన సెషన్స్ ఒకసారి జస్ట్ రివైజ్ చేసుకొని రెడీగా ఉండండి. ఓకే
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే, శేషగిరి, ఓకే, సాయి కీర్తి,
Understood, sir.
understood every session?
Yes,
Means
sir.
every topic? Okay, very good. Raghu?
Yeah, understood, Raghu.
Pawan?
సార్ అర్థమైంది. బట్ మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి నేను అన్ని ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ తినాలనుకుంటున్నా సార్. అంటే ఒకసారి కంప్లీట్
చేసుకోవాలా? ఓకే. సాయి కుమార్, ఓం ప్రకాష్, సరే ఓం ప్రకాష్. ఓకే, యూ నీడ్ టు డూ ప్రాక్టీస్. ఓకే, సాయి కుమార్.
Yes, sir, understood.
Gopi Krishna?
ఎస్ సార్ అండర్స్టాండ్.
Okay, so what I will do now, so how many days you required to recollect everything, and if you didn't get proper practice, and just go and do practice, and just tell me, because I will conduct some mock interview on all these topics which we have discussed so far. Okay, just tell me how many days you required to attend the mock interview, because without practice, without learning, please don't attend the mock interview. Okay, just tell me how many days required, everyone. Just ping me how many days you required to attend the mock interview, because I will check each and every student, and I need to understand that how much you understand. Then we can go for a further. Okay, we are going to continue the training on different topics, but if you want to enter into the data structures and algorithms, so everyone should have a complete command on all these things. Okay, Shivaprasad said 4 days. Remaining people, you don't need extra time. You're ready. సో మీకు ఎన్ని రోజులు కావాలి? ఇప్పటి వరకు చెప్పిన కాన్సెప్ట్స్ మొత్తం రివైజ్ చేసుకొని, అర్థం కాకపోతే మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ని అడిగి, లేదంటే మళ్ళీ నన్ను అడిగి, లేకపోతే యూట్యూబ్లో వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ ఇస్, ఎలాగైనా పర్లేదు, ఈ టాపిక్స్ మొత్తాన్ని పర్ఫెక్ట్గా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసి రెడీ అవ్వాలి. ఓకే, 4 to 5 days, 5 days, 5 to 6 days, 5 days. Okay, normal, everyone is saying that 4 to 5 days. Okay, what I'm going to do, so I'm just giving 7 days for you. Okay, I'm giving 2 days extra. So this is 29th, right? 29th.
Yes,
so next week is a Saturday, Sunday. So
Saturdays.
what I will do, next Saturday, Sunday, we are going to conduct mock interview for each and every student.
Okay.
So if you get minimum, okay, I'm saying that I'm not going to expect a maximum knowledge, saying at least a minimum. Okay, So I will understand that easily, that whether you have done a practice or not, whether you are just acting or not, whether you're just joining and just something. Okay, based on that. Okay, if you understood all these concepts properly and if you perform well, then only I will give a what I will give.
Session.
Access.
Yeah, I will give a chance you to attend the training for
Next sessions.
coding challenges and data structures and algorithm. Okay,
Okay, sir.
next 1 week also we are going to continue the training, but next 1 week I'm going to explain how we can use JavaScript inside the browser, inside like web development. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and next Saturday Sunday I'm going to conduct like mock interviews on all these topics up to whatever we have covered in these 20 sessions. రెడీ అందరూ ఛాలెంజ్
Yes,
కి?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
ఎవరైనా పారిపోయే వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారా?
No, sir.
నో. ఓకే, మీకు అంటే మీరు అనుకోవచ్చు, "ఏ లేదు రఘు సార్ ఇలాగే అంటాడు, మళ్ళీ నార్మల్గా నేను ఒక మెసేజ్ పెట్టగానే ఆటోమేటిక్గా మళ్ళీ బ్యాచ్ లో యాడ్ చేస్తాడు, ఎందుకంటే ఉన్నదే 20 మెంబర్ స్టూడెంట్స్, ఎంతమంది అని తీసేస్తారు అనుకోవచ్చు." బట్
ఫైనల్
టెల్ మీ శివ.
ఫైనల్ వరకు ఉండే వాళ్ళకే కదా సార్, ఒకరు కానీ ఇద్దరు కానీ.
దట్ ఈస్ ఎనఫ్, దట్స్ వై వన్ స్టూడెంట్ ఈస్ ఎనఫ్. ఓకే, ఒక్క స్టూడెంట్ ప్రాపర్ గా నేర్చుకున్నా ఓకే, లేదు అందరూ డ్రాప్ అవుట్ అయినా పర్లేదు, నేను ఇంకొక బ్యాచ్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, I will record each and every session, I will upload in the YouTube, but I'm not going to take care of you, because if you don't learn properly, if you don't attend sessions properly, if you don't do practice properly, what I will do, I'm not going to focus on you, leave you up to your fate. If you do everything properly, if you do practice, if you attend the session properly, if you are doing in a sincere way, I will try to provide more training, I will try to provide more trainers. Okay, I will provide training on each and every topic. Otherwise you can follow the YouTube channel and you can do practice on your own, that's your choice. Any questions now? Anyone?
No, sir.
Very good, just a minute, just stop sharing. Okay, so everyone should do practice on classes also. I said minimum 4 to 5 classes, right? Student, product, and just define a minimum 3 to 5 properties and just define 2 to 3 methods. Okay, and
Okay.
methods with parameters, without parameters, just try to do practice in that way. Okay, and if you have any question, just ping me in the WhatsApp group, and first try to reach out your friends. We have created a groups, right? Just take help from your friends, then that's the first step. Still you're not able to understand, definitely I will also help you, and even I will try to provide one more mentor from previous batch students. So I will try to help you, because if you are sincere, definitely I will try to help you more and more. That's all for today, and for first phase of training is completed. At least I'm very happy, at least 10 to 15 students are joining regularly. Congratulations for everyone. Okay, this is just వాట్ యూ కెన్ సే. నార్మల్గా స్కూల్కి వెళ్తే వాళ్ళు నేర్చుకుంటాము, తర్వాత ఇంకోటి ఏంటి, కాకి అంటాం కదా, వాటిని ఏమంటాం, గుణింతాలా, గుణింతాలు. ఆ తర్వాత మళ్ళీ సెంటెన్స్ ఫ్రేమ్ చేయడం కదా. సో ఇప్పటి వరకు మీరు ఏం నేర్చుకున్నారు చెప్పండి?
సెంటెన్స్ ఫార్మేషన్.
నో, ఇప్పటి వరకు మీరు ఓన్లీ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ హ్యావ్ లెర్న్ ఓన్లీ ABCD. ఓకే, వాట్ ఆర్ ద డేటా టైప్స్, how to use the for loop, how to use the function, how to create a class. These are just fundamentals in all the programming languages. So normal ga students ఏమనుకుంటారు, 20 days training అయిపోతే నాకు JavaScript వచ్చేసి ట్రై చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, నథింగ్ రాంగ్ ఇన్ దాట్, బట్ మీరు రాంగ్ గా అర్థం చేసుకోవద్దు. ఓకే, ఫైన్. అండ్ అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం మనం ఒక 2 అసైన్మెంట్స్ ఇచ్చాం కదా, 10 questions, 20 questions, రైట్? సో మీ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఏంటంటే, సో ఆ 20 క్వశ్చన్స్ నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను, డెఫినెట్గా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను ఎవ్రీవన్, బట్ మీరు ట్రై చేయాలి. మీరు ట్రై చేసి అట్లీస్ట్ ChatGPT అడగండి, గూగుల్ని అడగండి, యూట్యూబ్ని అడగండి, మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ని అడగండి, అది ఎలాగైనా సరే నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ వరకు ఆ 20 క్వశ్చన్స్ అయిపోవాలి, ఈ 20 క్వశ్చన్స్ లో డిస్కస్ చేసే టాపిక్స్ అయిపోవాలి.
ఓకే సార్.
సో నెక్స్ట్ అడ్రస్ అంటే మాక్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ ఉంటాయి, అందరికీ ఉంటాయి. సో అది పాస్ అయితేనే నెక్స్ట్ బ్యాచ్ లోకి లైవ్ సెషన్స్ కి అలో జాయిన్ అవుతారు. లేదంటే ఖచ్చితంగా మీరు లైవ్ సెషన్స్ జాయిన్ అవ్వక్కర్లేదు, ఎందుకంటే మీకు అర్థం కాదు కాన్సెప్ట్స్. అప్పుడు మీరు మళ్ళీ రఘు క్లాస్ అంటే ఏంటి, రఘు అన్డిఫైన్డ్ అంటే ఏంటి, లేకపోతే నల్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఈ ఫర్ లూప్ ఎలా రాయాలో నాకు అర్థం కాలేదు అన్నారు అనుకోండి, నేను మళ్ళీ ప్రతి కాన్సెప్ట్ మళ్ళీ 2 times ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాలంటే కష్టం. కాబట్టి నాకు తెలిసి మీరు అందరూ సిన్సియర్గా నేర్చుకుంటారని ఆశిస్తున్నాను. ఓకే, ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్?